BHP tried to make it 5 in a row and 8 of 9 against Lawrence. Tough start for the Raiders. Third straight home game, but 0-2 against a 1-0 Bears squad. And getting outside, Tay Paul, 25 yards, inches from the end zone. TD made it 7-0 BHP. Noah Thomas, 10-yard connection to Paul, made it 14-0. Bears have their punt blocked. Jamari Williams scoop and score for the Raiders, but it's not enough. Belton Honeypath rolls on to the win. 49-21. Lawrence has given up 153 points in their first 3 games. Welcome back into the show. Among the rivalry games tonight in the Electric City, Westside at home after a stunning lopsided win at Hannah last year to snap a 5-game skid against the Jackets. Well, early in the fourth quarter, D. Robertson puts the Rams up 35-17. 11-yard score. Back comes K.D. Patterson later in the fourth. Brings his team within 12. 2-point conversion was no good, but Hannah hanging around. However, Robertson seals the deal from 6 yards out. Home opener for the Rams. First home game for their new coach, Brian Lane. And how about that? Westside makes it 2 in a row against a top 10 team in 5A Hannah, 42-33.
You know, our guys, we coach. Everybody's got to make a mistake and stumble before they can, you got to fail sometimes before you succeed. And so we got to work on stuff. So we went in, these guys got focused and we worked and came out here and played, Westside football. And that's what I'm proud of these guys tonight.
And you saw a wet Brian Lane. He got the bucket. Huge first win at his third area head coaching stop. Clinton faced Lawrence on the road last week, one of their arch rivals. Another one made the trek up I-26 tonight, and Newberry thumped right there. Caden Crawford blocked punt for the Red Devils. Carson Glenn recovers it. Tyshawn Richardson to Crawford for the TD early on. Clinton trying to impose its will, make it 3 straight in the series after they'd lost 7 in a row. Second quarter, Richardson to Kendarius Copeland to set up a Richardson touchdown run, and the Little Devils at it again. 99 points scored in their first 2 games, add 42 onto that, 42-7. Clinton just keeps on rolling. Malden and Powdersville at the home of the Patriots. Andre Cook trying to get his first win, game number 2 at the helm of Malden. Powdersville heart-breaking losses by 1 point each in their first 2 games, but Jaden Pepper came over from Greenville in the offseason, weaves his way, gets to the end zone. 7-3 lead for the Pats against the Mavs. Eli Hudgens makes it 14-3. He's a gamer, the 4-year starter at quarterback. And Powdersville winning by a final count of 41-32. Malden has now dropped 13 of his past 14 games going back to last season. Riverside at home against Woodmont. First road game for the Warriors. There's big Marcus Downs. Just ask Jabari Hailstock, shaken up momentarily on the play. Hailstock, though, defensively coming up with a pick. Woodmont trailed 17-12 in the third quarter. Looked like they were about to take the lead, but Samad Edie comes up with the interception of Jordan Sink. One of 2 interceptions in a 3-play span deep in their own territory for Riverside. Then in the fourth quarter, Mikkel Skinner, the big fella, into the end zone, coming right at you, helping to seal the eventual win, snapping a 4-game losing streak in the series for Riverside. They beat Woodmont 37-26. Easley a year ago won by just a point on the road against Wade Hampton. They were trying for an 8th straight win against the Generals tonight. Logan Sullivan cuts outside, sees some daylight, and he's on his way. Had a high step away from a defender there, had a break a tackle, 85 yards for the score, gave Easley a 35-21 lead just before the break. And then Will Patton into the end zone to extend the lead, and Easley wins again against Wade Hampton. There's a connection right there to Kyler Turner in a 62-33 triumph. Greer's third 0-2 start since 2019. They took out their wrath on their rival Blue Ridge. Just up Highway 14, Chris Hall into the end zone, made it 41-zip. Later on, KB Henderson fumbles. Brody Diggins comes up with it, set up another Hall touchdown, and Greer goes to 20-2 all-time with an 8th straight win against Blue Ridge by a final of 51-0. Eastside and Liberty. Well, the last 3-0 start for Liberty was 2016. They were trying to get there tonight. Eastside outscored 102-27 in their first 2 losses, but Jaden Page, Baron Leonard, 18-yard score for a 7-0 lead. Liberty's Kendall Jackson, watch him with a little juke, gets to the end zone for the score, but Eastside pulls it out. Show you the final. They went on the road in a tight one, 28-21. Palmetto and Travelers Rest meeting for just the second time since 1981 in the white. the Mustangs. Cooper Robinson with the touchdown. Matt Combs. Travelers Rest, Colby Epps to LaShawn Griffin, and when it's done, Palmetto gets the first win for their new head coach Ryan Norton, 20-19. At Southside, Tigers at home against James Reynolds and Pickens. He's trying to erase an 0-2 start and get a win. Carter McCollum finding the end zone for the Flame on the road, and against Southside, Pickens gets the 41-13 triumph. 15-1 all-time in the series for Pickens. They lost for the first time against Southside a year ago. Punching it in right there in the big triumph, and James Reynolds' first win with the Flame. Carolina and Berea get together. Tight game, as you see there in the second quarter. Matt Davis able to work his way, breaking the tackle, gets into the end zone for the touchdown. And then Caden Sizemore connecting with Amari Hagler. That's going to go for a Greer score. Drew Chisholm, his first win as the head coach of Berea, as the Dogs take down Carolina 34-19.